I think it really depends on the course. I know one class in particular that I have is a group, and it's all online, which initially I was very unsure of, but I've been very fortunate to have group members that have contributed and really do a great job. So it's been nice to have their opinions as I bounce ideas, because we're working through different pillars of what makes a good school administrator. And there's some people in my groups that are currently acting in those roles, so they can really give me information that I haven't even thought about. So that presence there is very key. But in other courses, particularly in my undergrad classes, I was basically just kind of get in and do the work and move on. I didn't really need others' opinions other than my professor. That was really the only one that mattered in that course.
Because I think to grow as a learner, you have to hear other people's ideas. I mean, yeah, you can have your opinions and how you believe things, but if you don't learn from other people, then you're just going to be in your ways. And some people that might be fine, but for me, I like to build off of other people. Not necessarily steal ideas, but build off what they say and use it to help me in my learning as well.
For me, why social presence in a learning environment is important is because the ability to lean over to someone next to you and say, what did he mean when he said that? Or be able to look at their notes or say, no, you missed this word. All of those little nuances of being in an actual classroom with other students, I think can really alter your ability to succeed or grasp the information. And so for me, in a classroom filled with 30 other students and a teacher up there who can see confusion on my face, he'll stop and readdress something without me even having to ask. And on a forum, you don't know who's confused, who's just trying to, talk their way through it in a posting. You can see confusion, you can see boredom, you can see students who are tired, and that will be a hint to the teacher to do something differently. And I think that tool is so valuable, and I would hate to see, for example, in the future, all programs move to be online, because I think that so many students will begin to suffer if we don't realize that although technology is wonderful, I think there is such value in, the whiteboard with the marker being right in front of you and being able to get up and find a new group to work with, and 5 minutes later now switch partners, and you just can't do that online.
I think it's really important because, that's how you're learning it. That's how you would learn in a face-to-face classroom. So is through your peers, and I think that you need to interact with your peers in an online environment. You want to make them similar, I think, in terms of how the social interaction goes.
And is social presence important?
Oh, yeah, or your course is really it's not as meaningful. It's almost like I'm just sending something out there to the great black wide open. So without that kind of community and the feedback from my community, it's almost like I'm just doing work to do work. And there's no real satisfaction in it, and there's no feedback, and really there's no growth. It's like it's almost like going to the grocery store. I'm just checking this off my list, and when we get home, I put it in the fridge, and then it's done. But at least with social presence, I get feedback from my peers or my faculty member, and I feel like I'm actually learning a lot more. I'm in a class right now that's very minimal on the social presence. We just upload assignments, and then you get a grade. It's like, well, great, I did well on that grade, but I don't know why, and nobody's commenting on it, and I don't get to see what my peers are doing. It's just going in this little file cabinet for someone. So I think it's really important to enhance what I'm doing and to make me enjoy the course.